I'm single. I have actually never been in a relationship. A relationship should be between two people who like each other equally and have the time to spend together.
So, what's your ideal characteristic about the ideal half?
My ideal half, they would have to cuddle with me.
So, cuddle is important.
Yes, cuddling is important. And play video games with me.
Wow.
And eat food. I don't care if they have different tastes, but I think the most important thing is that they don't lie to me, and they're honest and faithful. I think those are the most important things.
So I am currently living with my boyfriend. We've been together for over 4 years. I've never thought I was going to date an Asian, actually, but here he is, and he's stuck around. As far as personality, yeah, I mean, there's really nothing that I could ask for more than to have just the nicest person who likes you that much. And he's smart, he's really funny, I think, which is probably one of the most important things, and yeah, I think he does.
Does he always make you laugh?
Yeah, he does. But I make him laugh too, because I think that I'm funny. Okay. So for one, he's incredibly hardworking. He's got a really tough major, and I'm not going to say that my major's easy, but I don't try as hard as he does, as far as school especially. I don't study as hard as he does, or really give as much effort into anything as he does with everything, which is really respectable. And also, he's just a really good and well-liked guy. I go through life and a lot of things piss me off, or a lot of people make me mad, but he is always really happy, and as a result, I think that everyone likes him, and no one really has a problem with him. And I know that I've made many enemies in my life, and he's just very contrasting to me.
I don't really imagined a specific way of meeting them. More like, I'm just gonna go with the flow, and you know how they always say love happens in like the unexpected situations, like you'll find your person when you least expect it. So I just kind of live my life, just wait for him to show up.
Like,
Oh.
when did you guys start?
That's bad. So, I had a lot of crushes on a lot of other people. One of them was his really good friends. One of them was like a really attractive foreign guy who was from Brazil. And I had a huge crush on him, and for a long time he had a huge crush on me. Or Alex had a huge crush on me. And it wasn't... we had a lot of mutual friends, and they always kept pushing us together. But I was like, no, I like the foreign guy. He's so hot. And then it wasn't until after the foreign guy left that his friends pretty much forced him to ask me out. And we've been dating ever since.
You're ready for a relationship?
I don't really know. Right now I feel like I wouldn't mind trying to go on dates with guys, but I think in order to have an actual relationship, I would need to manage my time a lot better and make a lot more time in my life too, so I have time to spend with another person. So I'm probably not ready right now because I don't have time to even sleep.
But how do you balance your like working life and school life and the relationship? Because relationship costs lots of time.
Relationship does cost a lot of time, and people don't always think that when they go into it. It's really not as much of a big deal now, because I already have a job, so I don't really have to go out and do internships. My course load is pretty light. I'm working a few jobs, but they're all kind of like easy, not very many hours. So balancing it is pretty easy. probably have to ask him because he's a lot busier than I am.
No, I think, okay, for me, I think in a relationship it should be equal. Like, it would be nice for the guy to treat me a little nicer, like, hold the door for me sometimes, or, like, buy me food on special occasions, but I would want to be the kind of girlfriend that does the same thing for him, like, hold the door for him sometimes, and, like, pay for his food sometimes. I would want it to be an equal relationship. I think, like, if I find a guy, I would want there to be alone time. Like, I would hate for it to be a relationship where all the time we spend together is around other people. Because yeah. And I would want to go on, like, actual dates and stuff, like, just us two. Like, we would want to go off campus. Because on campus it's hard, like, there's friends everywhere, and you see friends, it's like, oh yeah, we're going here, let's hang out. But I want it to be like, oh, we're on a date, like, say hi, but, like, that should be it if we're on a date.
It's really bad. We spent all of our time together before we lived together, so living together really actually didn't change that much. We just started sharing stuff, and yeah, it really actually didn't change that much.
Yeah. One of my guy friends really liked me, and he confessed to me, and I said, okay, let's try it out. I don't know how I feel about you right now, but this was during winter break. We only texted each other, and then when school started, he had a lot to catch up on, a lot of makeup work, so we didn't really spend time together. And the one time he was like, oh yeah, let's hang out, let's spend some time together. I was like, oh, finally, we're gonna spend time alone together, and I'll get to figure out how I feel about him. But it didn't work out that way. He ended up talking mostly to his other friends, and I was like, yeah, this isn't gonna work out.
My first boyfriend was sophomore year of high school. He's an all-American boy, really attractive, nice guy. He was just another mutual friend, and I was sick of watching him get led on by another girl. We were all sick of it because we were all, like, our entire friend group was just, oh my god, I can't believe this girl. And I was like, okay, whatever, I'll just date him. So we dated, and he was from, like, a very strict religious family. So his parents didn't know about me. And there was one night where we all, like, one of my friends' parents was out of town, and we had a sleepover. And then his mom found out and got really mad and grounded him for, like, a month. So the only time that I saw him for, like, an entire month was school. And I was like, we didn't even like each other that much. We were just pretty good friends. It didn't matter. So we just broke up, and it's fine. It's like we never even dated. We laugh about it. But that's my only other experience.
How do you figure out you don't even like each other that much?
I mean, we had to break up over the phone because he was still grounded, and neither of us really cared. We just talked anyways, like we were friends, and nothing ever happened.
Like, if I'm in a relationship, I would still not want to hang out with him every day. I would want to have time to hang out with my friends. Like, those things I can't change for a guy. Like, I'm still gonna keep my friends even after I get a guy.
Have you thought about you might want to have more friends besides a boyfriend? Like,
yeah, it gets tough because there are a lot of times where I'm hanging out with a lot of people, and I'm just thinking, like, I could have more fun at home just doing nothing or watching TV with Alex, but kind of like setting that thought aside, and that was especially in the beginning, when we first started living together. Setting those thoughts aside and just, like, going out, cultivating those friendships, it's better to just, you make better friends outside, and then it gets easier to go out and make those friends and hang out without Alex being there all the time. But if he wants to come, he can join too. It's not really a big issue.
yeah, will he be sad like you have more friends, or he will be happy for it?
I don't think that's an issue. We're all gonna be friends with everyone.